Today one of our travelers goes on a jeep safari and gets wet. They both then visit piles of stones constructed for people who are long gone. After a tiring adventure they take time out, in a massive pool, known as the sea, to cool down. Come with us.
Hi, welcome back to the Travelling Tipseys channel. In this one I go on a jeep safari. We booked it with one of the local providers. It cost around £30 and it was quite an eye-opener. These guys that are stood on the bonnet of this jeep at the moment, they were crazy. They'd be jumping across from one vehicle to another as it was moving. Totally different to anything else I've ever experienced. We did hear beforehand that you do get sprayed with water, but even though on the day it was still a surprise when it actually happened, there was no warning. It just literally took off, people spraying each other with water, just opening the lids of the bottles and just literally drenching everybody around them that they could on the opposite vehicles. Again, like I say, these vehicles did move at some speed. They were all Land Rovers, and I say, if you look at this guy, he's just so used to it. It took us a while though to realise that a lot of these and a lot of the hyping up that these tried to do, these guys, with the people on the vehicles, was to actually get you to smile and wave your arms around, and there was actually a drone flying over and that was taking footage. There was actually taking photos of you as well. They've got GoPros in their hands as they was jumping from one vehicle to another, and it was all to try and get you to look like you was having a really good time, even though you were having a good time, so that they could sell you the package of the DVD afterwards, or the actual memory pen, something like that, so that you'd purchase more of it. There was a combination of on-road and off-road driving. It lasted quite a long time. There were a couple of stops involved. This is the first one. We didn't know this was going to happen. I couldn't tell you where it is. It was just some lake where people were making food. At first we thought it was a bit early for lunch, and obviously then we realised it was just a place where they take you to, you buy some drinks and then you move on to the next one. This I had no idea was going to happen. They sprayed you with foam. The vehicles just literally lined up and just drove through it. It must be me at my age. I don't really see the point in it, but a lot of other people thoroughly enjoyed it. My biggest problem is that I've drove Land Rovers and I've been passengers in Land Rovers, so it wasn't much of a big adventure for me doing this, but I was hoping it would have been some type of Jeep rather than a Land Rover, or some kind of Overlander, something like that, because I wasn't fully aware of the vehicle. But it was still a good day's adventure, and it was quite an interesting trip. I was crammed into the front of this Jeep because it obviously maxed out with the amount of people. They came and picked you up from the hotel. You literally just stood in reception. They came up, it was the Land Rover that picked you up. They took you to this main meeting point where all the other Land Rovers came, and then from there we started on this journey. We ended up high up in the hillside next to this dam. Again, I couldn't tell you the name of this dam. The itinerary for this I wasn't aware of at the start of it. This, we just sort of sat there for a while trying to work out what was happening, and again this was more for the footage, with the videos that were being released from the drone footage. This looks very much like the original, or the first place that we stopped at, but it's the second place, and this is where we did have lunch. We must have been here for just over an hour, more than enough time to do what you needed to do. and then we continue with the Jeep Safari again. This is a well-known visitor attraction. It's a waterfall. We knew it was going to be coming here, but we just assumed it was included in the price of the safari trip. Luckily we did have some extra money on us. We paid to get in and had a look around. We must have been here for 40 minutes to an hour, and we finished this. There wasn't really much to look at apart from this waterfall. There was a cafe and a couple of other bits, and then we, like I say, got back into the Jeep, and that took us back to the hotel. All in all, it was worth the trip and worth the money.
Look, sea horses, mate.
Yeah, the ones that I spot out.
Oh, you can't say that. I spotted it and filmed.
Access to these ruins are just off the main coastal path as you walk towards the harbour in Sea Day. It was quite a low cost to get in, and it was well worth the money. We spent quite a while here before moving on to the other ruins.
Hello everyone, here are some interesting aspects which our intrepid adventurers have neglected to tell you about Sea Day, the enchanting town in Turkey. This coastal gem is rich with history, culture, and breathtaking sights. And, of course, we can't discuss Sea Day without mentioning its ancient Colosseum. Sea Day is one of Turkey's oldest cities, with origins dating back to the 7th century BCE. It was originally founded by Greek settlers and became an important port town due to its strategic location on the Mediterranean coast. Housed in a restored Roman bath, the Sea Day Museum displays artifacts uncovered from excavations around the town, including statues, sarcophagi, and ancient inscriptions. It offers visitors a glimpse into Sea Day's rich history and ancient culture. Sea Day has one of the largest Roman amphitheatres in Turkey, with a seating capacity of about 15,000 people. Built in the 2nd century, unlike most Roman theatres, which are built into hillsides, this one is freestanding, showcasing incredible engineering. This theatre sometimes hosted gladiatorial games and wild animal fights, bringing a piece of Roman entertainment culture to Anatolia. Imagine the energy and excitement it must have had back in its heyday. It remains well preserved, showcasing the city's Roman heritage. Sea Day is known for its sandy, sun-soaked beaches along the Mediterranean. The town boasts several well-maintained beaches with clear turquoise water, ideal for swimming, snorkeling, and various water sports, making it a popular destination for beach lovers. Sea Day was once a hub for Cilician pirates, including the famous pirate king Xenicetes, who ruled the region in the 1st century BCE. The pirates used the town as a base for their operations before they were defeated by the Roman general Pompey. Sea Day's architecture and ruins reflect the blend of Greek, Roman, and Byzantine influences over centuries. In addition to the Temple of Apollo and the Amphitheatre, Sea Day also has ancient baths, agora, marketplace, and Byzantine churches, showcasing its multicultural history. Sea Day has a traditional bazaar area where visitors can shop for souvenirs, handmade crafts, jewelry, spices, and textiles. This bustling marketplace is a great spot to experience local culture, enjoy Turkish hospitality, and sample regional foods. In ancient times, Sea Day's harbour was a key trading port in the region, known for the exchange of goods like olive oil, wine, and even, dare it be said, slaves. Today, it serves as a lively marina where visitors can find cafes, restaurants, and boats offering tours of the coastline. The Temple of Apollo is one of Sea Day's most iconic landmarks. Built in the 2nd century CE, it was dedicated to the Greek god Apollo, known as the god of music, poetry, and light. Its impressive columns and seaside location make it a popular spot for sunset views. Due to its historical significance, Sea Day is protected as an archaeological site, and new construction is limited in certain parts of the town. This preservation effort allows visitors to experience Seeday's ancient ruins in their original setting and ensures that the area's heritage is protected. Seeday combines ancient ruins, Mediterranean beauty, and rich culture, making it one of Turkey's most captivating and historically significant destinations on the coast.
You can spend quite a while at the harbour, walking around, looking at it, visiting the bars, restaurants and such like. And coming up, this is the 10th of Apollo, and it's true what they say, this has got to be the most photographed place in Seeday itself. The amount of people that go and have the photos took here, you could stand there and in 10 minutes you probably count 50 to 100 people having the photo taken.
So you're going in the sea?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You sure you're going in the sea? Well, just have a look at it. You don't always have to go in, do you? It's a white pirate ship.
What?
It's a white pirate ship, isn't
It's
it?
alright, isn't it? I'm sure there's a satellite pirate ship.
One thing that I forgot to say is that the access to this beach is from the beach hotel for the Raga. It's literally right in front of it. It's one of those where you can just lie down on the sunbeds and just order your drinks, and it's all done by an app and your phone.
The sea's got to be about 22 degrees.
Nah, I think usually if we were here in August it would be around 28 degrees, as I recall from our last trip to Seeday in 2010. However,
That's an interesting restaurant on that top floor there.
I was just looking at the boat.
Which boat? Oh yeah, I've seen that earlier. Just a parasailing, that one. Some of these waves, the lift is quite high, don't